Hello everyone. Have you ever experienced a conversation that was really interesting, very engaging and very fruitful? You felt like there was so much to take away from this conversation, a conversation that you did not forget, a conversation that you feel like having with everyone. May it be your parents, may it be your friends, may it be your colleagues or even strangers. Yes, my dear friends, having such fruitful and very engaging conversations that carry along with you in your memories and in the memories of the people who meet you is possible. In this video, I will be guiding you with 5 diamond like values that we need to involve in ourselves in order to have such kind of conversation with anyone we meet. So get ready to have a conversation that is worth remembering with me, Rutuja. The very first value that we need to have and that we need to give into a conversation is our attention. Giving someone our undivided attention is like a magic. A moment where you're 100% present and you're 100% listening to the person who is speaking to you. Having this kind of quality in the conversation improves the level of listening that you are fetching a lot of information when you're giving your 100% attention. So, how do you give your 100% attention? How do you get to know whether you're giving your 100% attention or not? Cut off all distractions when you're conversing with someone. Don't look at your mobile phones, don't look at your screens, or don't look at the stimulating objects around you because you're feeling nervous or because you're not able to understand what should I say next. Even though you might feel nervous in some conversations, you should still try to get your attention back on track because this is something that we all are deeply seeking from our listeners. We all want to be heard. We all want to have the 100% attention of the person that we are speaking to. This is going to increase your chances of having a great conversation. The second thing is authenticity. So, what do I mean by authenticity in conversations? Authenticity, it means that whatever you're saying or speaking is either by experience or is coming by naturally to you. Like today, when I'm making this video, I am not going to say anything that I haven't experienced with people around. I'm only going to speak about those things that I have practiced, that I have observed, and I think that those things work. Okay, so when you speak from your own natural experiences and when you speak from an authentic context, at that point of time you are more engaging, and at that point of time people feel like listening to you more because you're telling an honest stories, and we all know how much stories are loved by people. Also, by being authentic, you go to create a win-win situation for everyone. When you have your, even in a business deal or even you're talking to someone in your professional life, if you put your demands straightforward, whatever you have from that particular business relationship, when those things are on table, it becomes easier for a person to create a win-win situation for the person who is listening to you and for the person who is speaking. So be authentic. Don't fear that you will say something that the person won't like. So, putting your demands straightforward in a conversation, or being your authentic self, rather, I would say, is very necessary because whenever we are natural, we are at our best. Don't forget this. The third thing that I have is the clarity of thought. Your thought process needs to be clear every single time you're thinking of having a fruitful conversation. Your thought process must be clear because you want to create a logical flow. You want to be understood by the listener. That's why you need to have a very clear thought process. So one key that helps in building a clear thought process is being prepared. If you're going for an interview or you're going for a business deal, or even if you want to ask something very trivial from your parents for a new laptop might be, or for a new mobile phone, be prepared about what the questions are going to come up so that you are able to convince very well. And when you are prepared, you are not anxious, you don't get nervous. So be prepared so that whenever a question bounces onto you, you can tell it to yourself that I am prepared for this. I am willing to have this conversation and I am going to take this forward. So clarity in your own thoughts about what I want and what I'm looking for should be very clear whenever you do anything, not just conversation but every single thing. So spend time with yourself, talking to yourself in order to clear your thought process first. Okay, having a clear thought process also helps you in tuning the speed of your thoughts and the speed of your speaking. You might have noticed this whenever you go on stage or you are on a platform where many people are listening to you, you often fumble. This does not happen because you have a poor English, or you're not comfortable with the language, or you got nervous. This happens only because your thoughts are not in sync with what you're saying. So practice it. This comes with practice, but yes, this surely adds a lot of value to what you're saying. Having a clear thought process is really magical. The fourth thing that I want to mention is having a balance between listening and speaking. Now, there are majorly two kinds of people. One kind of people are those who want to speak more, who want to take the speaking charge. Someone like me, who talks a lot. These people should practice listening more, because there is an underlying feeling in every single person on this planet that I want to be heard. I want your attention. I want to get validation for certain things. So if you are of that kind that you speak more than you listen, try balancing that out by listening more. You will be amazed to see the results. You will have so much more valuable for the person that is listening to you, and it won't just feel like you blabbered about something that the person heard and went away. This won't happen, and this happens with the people who are talkative. If you notice, we sometimes avoid very talkative people, and we don't want them to be at in the front of our organizations or companies or even our group leaders. We want people who are balanced, right? So try to create this balance in your conversation itself so that it builds up to a higher level. And for the people who don't speak much and they say that we are good listeners and we want to listen more, generally what happens is, even though you are listening more, you sometimes tend to get messed up with your thought process. Instead of listening to the person, sometimes you are in your own world of thinking and you miss out what is being discussed. Okay, so in order to increase the engagement, you have to speak more. At least acknowledge. If you're not habituated to speaking a lot, at least acknowledge what the other person is saying. Acknowledge with the things like either you agree with it, you don't agree with it. Give some kind of feedback to the person so that the person who is listening will understand, yes, I am being heard. Okay, so we don't want to be extreme speakers or extreme listeners, but we want to create a balance, and this balance is beautiful. The fifth point, and my most favorite point, is empathize. Empathize with the person who is listening to you. Because remember, my dear friends, you might have heard this before also. People don't exactly remember the words that you said in a conversation or the point that was being raised in a conversation. What they remember is how you made them feel while having the conversation. On many such aspects, a friend will again come to you for advice, or a friend would again discuss something related to their academic or personal life. Will depend on how you made them feel in the first conversation itself. A business partner, will he turn up to you the next time or not, will also depend on how you made that person feel that while that person was working with you. As a leader, people will love working with you only when they understand that this person empathizes with me. He or she understands that how exactly are my requirements, my demands, and what I am looking for. So don't forget to show your empathy through conversations, because it is really powerful. We most of the time forget the small things. We do the big things right and we do the small things wrong. So empathy is one such thing. So for example, when we are having this conversation in person, how I'll show you an example of how exactly I would empathize with my audience or with the people who are going to watch this video. Now, with some positive and constructive feedbacks, I am also going to receive some criticism. I'm going to receive criticism not because I have done something wrong or I should have improved, but just because some people have the habit of criticizing a little bit. Now, when I am subjected to criticism, I would empathize with the person and turn the tables there itself. I'll say to that person, I liked that you genuinely gave an honest feedback to me. When you say this, your power of controlling the conversation increases so much. It increases exponentially. So, empathize when something negative strikes in a conversation. Empathize with that person of where is that point coming from? Why is he saying like that? You will remember that might be sometimes I might have criticized that person in the past or something had happened, but empathize with that person, have a positive perspective about it, and tables will turn in the conversation instantaneously. So remember this, these are 5 very powerful tools that I have observed and I have used in my conversations, and I have had many such engaging and amazing conversations. My friends, my family know me for having good conversations. So I decided that I would like to share these things with you, and let me know if these things are helping you, and what would you like to know more about having a good conversation and acing the art of conversations. Thank you so much, guys, and I feel like you will always remember this conversation that you had with me. Thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you find this content helpful. Have a nice day.